everyone, it's a pleasure to have you join us once again. Why is one of America's most senior diplomats on Africa meeting National Security Advisor at a time when deadly attacks are escalating across the country? That question is attracting attention as Nigerian National Security Advisor Noah Ribadu held high-level security talks with a delegation from the United States. The meeting comes as Nigeria continues to battle terrorism, banditry, mass kidnappings, and violent attacks that have claimed hundreds of lives in recent months. The timing of the meeting has made it particularly significant. Across several states, communities continue to experience deadly attacks by terrorists, bandits, and other armed criminal groups. Schools have been targeted, villages have been attacked, and kidnappings for ransom remains a serious concern. Against this backdrop, security cooperation between Nigeria and its international partners has become more important than ever. Leading the American delegation was Frank Garcia, the newly confirmed United States Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs, who is making his first official visit to Nigeria since assuming office earlier this year. His visit signals Washington's continued interest in security developments across West Africa, particularly as extremist groups continue expanding their activities in parts of the region. According to the National Security Advisor, the meeting focused on strengthening the long-standing security partnership between Nigeria and the United States. Both sides also reviewed the progress made under the Nigeria-US Joint Working Group, a platform created to improve cooperation on shared security challenges. Following the meeting, Ribadu disclosed that discussions centered on reinforcing collaboration between both countries. In a statement shared on his official Facebook page, he said the talks strengthened the enduring partnership between Nigeria and the United States while assessing the progress already achieved through their joint working group. According to Ribadu, both countries reaffirmed their commitment to deeper dialogue, stronger cooperation, and shared security priorities. Although specific operational details of the discussions were not made public, the statement indicates that security collaboration remains a key area of engagement between Abuja and Washington. The meeting comes at a time when Nigeria is facing one of its most difficult security environments in recent years. In the Northeast, security forces continue operations against terrorist groups. In the Northwest and North Central regions, bandit attacks and kidnappings remain persistent threats. Meanwhile, several communities across different parts of the country have experienced deadly assaults that have displaced families and claimed innocent lives. Recent weeks also have seen reports of attacks on rural communities, school kidnappings, ransom demands, and coordinated military operations against armed groups. Security agencies have also intensified nationwide crackdowns, resulting in the rescue of kidnapped victims, the arrest of suspected criminals, and the recovery of weapons and ammunition. Security analysts have repeatedly argued that today's security threats are increasingly transnational. Terrorist organizations, arms trafficking networks, and organized criminal groups often operate across national borders, making international intelligence sharing and joint cooperation essential. This is one reason partnerships between Nigeria and countries such as the United States continue to receive significant attention. Over the years, the United States has worked with Nigeria in several areas, including intelligence sharing, counter-terrorism cooperation, military training, and capacity building. While Nigeria remains responsible for its own internal security, international partnerships have become an important part of efforts to combat increasingly sophisticated criminal and terrorist networks. Although neither government announced any new security agreement during the meeting, the discussions underscore the importance both countries place on maintaining close cooperation as security challenges evolve. Officials from both sides appear determined to strengthen existing frameworks rather than create entirely new ones. For many Nigerians, however, the most important question is not simply what was discussed behind closed doors, but whether these high-level engagements will eventually translate into greater security on the ground. Communities affected by violence continue to hope for lasting improvements that will allow families to live without fear and businesses, schools and farms to operate safely once again. As Nigeria confronts complex security threats from terrorism, banditry, and organized crime, cooperation with international partners is expected to remain an important component of the country's broader security strategy. Whether this renewed discussion leads to measurable improvements remains to be seen, but the meeting between NSA, NOAA, Ribadu, and the visiting U.S. delegation highlights the urgency of the challenges both nations are seeking to address together. If you find this report insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am Cassie Tony, and many thanks for watching.